At third base, Philip Page, and hitting ninth, playing center field, Trey Harper. On the Cherryville side, leading off, playing shortstop will be Brett Huff, batting second in left field, Dalton Towery. Hitting third and playing right field, Chandler Jenkins. The DH hits cleanup tonight, that's A.J. Cook. Hitting fifth and playing third base, Brandon Alexander. Hitting sixth, the first baseman, Dylan Harris. Hitting seventh and playing second base, Cody Dellinger. Hitting eighth, the catcher, Hunter Jackson. Hitting ninth, playing center field, is Josh Bean. And there we go, Kevin. We get that tricky little microphone button here.
Well, hope it's not bothering our folks at home. I think
Right.
it's just all in our ears, so folks, you hear us.
Gotcha.
If we stutter a little bit, hopefully it's just in our ears, folks. We can't got a little short going. But that's the lineups for Post 100 and Post 29. Looks like we're about to have the national anthem here shortly. You got our sponsor sheet there, David?
I do. Our broadcast is brought to you tonight by Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. That is your Post 100 broadcast sponsor. Our run sponsor, Rocky Bennett Insurance Agency. Our hit sponsor, Medical Center Pharmacy. Foul Balls, John Brown, Allstate Insurance. Field Starter and Alternator Post-Game Show, and the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales Scoreboard. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back following the Code of Sportsmanship and tonight's national anthem.
Looking for a fresh, clean shopping atmosphere? Then we invite you to visit the local market, formerly Don's Handy Mart in Cherryville. It's fresh and it's clean, and they carry all of your favorite convenience items, along with local grown farm fresh produce, honey, jellies, pickle products, sun-drop slushies, and more. Yes, they are your neighborhood market. The new local market, 911 East Church Street in Cherryville, open 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday.
Room service?
Hi, I'd love a McDonald's premium roast coffee and an egg McMuffin.
Sir, this is a hotel.
Not a problem. There's a McDonald's right across the street.
Sir, I really don't believe I can do that.
Well, the front desk said anything we can do to make your morning better.
We did say that, didn't we?
Can you throw in hash browns too?
Start your day right with the big, bold taste of a McCafe Premium Roast Coffee. Get any size for just $1 every day. The simple joy of a McDonald's morning. Prices and participation may vary, a la carte only.
The Big Four has what you need. Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, the Falston Pharmacy in Falston, Walker's Pharmacy in Newton, and Allen Drug in Stanley. Nexium. Yes, Nexium is now available over the counter. And don't forget about their old favorites, including 2 Old Goats Arthritis Salve, Geritol, SSS Tonic, and Raleigh Salve. You'll feel much better after a visit to Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, Allen Drug Store in Stanley, Walker's Pharmacy in Newton, and the Falston Pharmacy in Falston. Tell them we sent you in.
For all your printing needs, see Aaron and David Moss at Modern Printing of Cherryville. Get your full-color business cards at Modern Printing, along with your full-color brochures. Get multicolored letterhead and multicolored envelopes. Just call 704-435-6112 or email at modernprint89767@bellsouth.net. Modern Printing, located at 902 East Main Street, Cherryville. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
Hi, Rusty Wise here. Do you know that Mr. Sparky specializes in on-time electrical service for every job? If there's a light that doesn't light or an outlet that's out, don't let that drive you crazy. Call Mr. Sparky. We have qualified electricians, all the work is guaranteed, and no job is too small. Call us today. We'll be on time, you'll see, or the repair is free. Since we price by the job and not by the hour, you'll save money. You'll love our clean vans and crisp uniforms. So don't wait. If you need an electrician, don't put it off. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Mr. Sparky.
Tonight's national anthem has been played. The teams ready for action now as we are just about set to get underway here from Cherryville's Fraley Field. David Keever, Kevin Hastings here to bring you the action tonight. Big rivalry game. Been looking forward to this one. I think everybody looks forward to when Caldwell and Cherryville play. They just normally put two very competitive teams on the field, and they like to compete against one another, and that usually makes for a very good battle on the baseball diamond. Looking forward to it tonight.
Yeah, it's all about caring, David. And,
Yep.
and as you know, you go to certain parts of the state or country, and they might not necessarily care as much about American Legion baseball or high school football. Certain areas do, and these two teams love their American Legion baseball. So that leads to good teams, good fans, and hot rivalry, and this is what we got. And Area 4 should come down between these two teams in the Shelby Post-82 bunch.
Yep, I would agree.
And it usually does year in and year out, so we'll see how it goes this year. We're getting ready for our first pitch of the ball game. And whoop, lost my cameraman there. He must have fell off the roof out there.
That's Andre. He'll bounce right back up.
But no, he's still out there, so good deal. But folks, you listening at home real quick before we get started, Dave, we haven't told them if they're listening at home or in the car. Once you get home or while you're in the car, you can actually pull up the game on the internet and watch tonight's game. Mm-hmm. This is tonight's first online video broadcast of American Legion Baseball this season. You can find our schedule online at ktcbroadcasting.com. Click on Big O Country for our Radio Legion schedule, and click on the Watch KTC Online TV for our online video schedule. Like I said, this is our first video game of the year, and you can go to ktcbroadcasting.com and watch tonight's ball game, folks. Or if you have a smartphone, download the Ustream app. That's the letter Ustream. And just the letter U and Ustream app, and then search WCSL or Cherryville, and you can find us here on the internet. And first pitch is swing and a miss, strike one. And now for David Keever with the play-by-play.
7:04, Kevin. We have our first pitch tonight. Not bad for a Legion contest, and the second pitch just misses outside. So the count 1-1. Jonathan Carpenter's last outing pitched a complete game shutout against Rutherford County. Now back on the hill tonight against Caldwell, and this pitch upstairs a ball.
I haven't seen Carpenter pitch since last high school season, so it's been a while since I've actually seen the young man on the mound for any period of time, but he pitched well during that, but of course that has nothing to do with tonight.
Kevin, after a first pitch swing and strike, now 3 straight balls, and this one fouled out of play over toward the parking lot in the Legion building parking lot, and as always, it just avoids every car.
It did. It just went
because mine's not over there.
It just went right down the parking area.
If my car was over there, it would find a car. Now the payoff outside, ball 4.
And folks, David's not kidding. He was the first person here, but he parked.
That's right.
In the First Baptist parking lot.
I parked in Kings Mountain.
I waved at him when I drove by on the way to my parking spot. So you get a truck. Who cares if it bounces off of it?
Trevor Bean now the right fielder after the Taylor Purist walk to start tonight's game. Purist the right fielder, Bean the right fielder. He bunts up in the air all the way out of play over the screen.
Now, believe it or not, that bunt has a good chance of hitting my car.
Yeah. That's sad.
I think
foul ball bunt.
That thing got up there
far.
real quick. Kind of scared me there for a second.
Nothing in one.
Folks, you can follow us online on Twitter this year, Cherryville Post 100, at Cville Post 100. You can follow David Keever at Keever David, right?
Other way.
David Keever just straight up?
And my email's backwards and my Twitter's forward.
That's how I get it mixed up. But you can follow David at David Keever. You can follow me at Kevin Hastings. You can follow at WCSL. You can follow What's Up Shopper. There's no reason not to know what's going on with Post 100 this season with KTC Broadcasting's coverage.
I would agree. Got plenty of coverage of Cherryville Post 100, Lincoln County Post 455, and Shelby Post 82 on all our networks. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bean. Runner Purist gets his lead at first. Now he fakes, and the ball bounces off the catcher, and that'll get Purist down to second base in scoring position. A wild pitch in the dirt gets Caldwell their first runner in scoring position of the night, and the count 2-1 to Trevor Bean.
Like Carpenter just trying to be too precise with it, so just attack and throw it. Take the out. Let's go. Sure, it's what Coach Reynolds just wants him to do. Now the runner's over there of note with no outs.
And another bunt and another foul attempt. I tell you, bunting, I've said this for years, but it's pretty much a lost art. You just have very few kids on teams anymore that can lay down a good bunt.
I just remember when I played Coach Jones and Coach Mahaffey, that was the most important thing. That was every player on the team.
And especially in high school.
You had to bunt.
Yeah. 2-2 now. Runner at second gets his lead to 2-2, misses outside, and the count goes full 3-2 to Trevor Bean.
I mean, I was the second leading hitter on my senior team, and there was some games where I bunted every time, David.
Right.
It's just against our first Cherryville game, I had 3 sacrifice bunts. I mean, it's sometimes that's how it used to be.
3-2, swung on and missed. That's a strikeout of Bean. That's a big out for Jonathan Carpenter and a big out for Cherryville post 100. First out of the inning. Purist still at second base, and it'll bring up the catcher now, Dylan Hamill.
I want to welcome all our viewers online tonight. As always, we got some viewers in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina tonight. I know, David, Calvin Hastings, Teresa Hastings.
All right.
Mom and Dad at the beach enjoying.
You just told on them.
In the weather, I did. He'll get 10 phone calls now. What you doing at the beach?
First pitch upstairs. Relaxing.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'd say? Not answering the phone.
No, yeah.
1 ball, the count here to Hamill. More was any kin to Cole. Hamill. Runner goes, gets a good jump. There's throw to third, but there's no use making that throw.
No, huge jump on Carpenter. I don't know if he might have saw the catcher call curveball, and
Hunter
then
Jackson
he went
behind the plate.
Went on the high kick or something.
He did not have a chance.
No, he almost could have stood up in there, guys.
Runner steals third base. Purist now just 90 feet away from the first run of the night for Caldwell County. And the 2-0 pitch upstairs, 3-0. I tell you, Carpenter's had some control issues early here in the first inning. Even though he picked up the strikeout on Bean, the count went full. He walked the leadoff hitter. And now the 3-0 pitch here's a strike. Kevin Brown behind the plate. Paget, your base ump. Familiar name. Now the 3-1 from Jonathan Carpenter, and that's in there on the corner again for a strike.
And even better news, Sonny Jackson's in the stands just in case, they need somebody to get something right.
Got back up.
Saw Sonny yesterday at the golf course.
Payoff pitch now coming. Swing. Did he swing?
Yeah, he went.
Gonna ask.
Yeah, he went.
Did not.
Woo.
Second walk of the inning. Pretty close.
I thought it was obvious, but well. And a lot of times, David, you'll see.
We got replay?
Well, actually, the folks at home, if you're watching in the stands.
You can run it back.
And you have your phone with you, folks. The play, we're about 20 seconds behind probably because of the internet. And here comes Coach Reynolds. Out talks the line, but yeah, if you're in the stands and you're watching bring your phone, you can see an instant replay.
He's going to the mound, but
I see who he's yelling. His head is at the umpire.
He's directing his conversation at the base umpire out there because Coach Reynolds thought maybe Carpenter got ripped out of a strikeout there, which would have been a huge strikeout. Would have been the second out of the inning, but nonetheless, 2 walks in the inning. Purist is at third base. Hamill's your runner at first. And the cleanup hitter, shortstop Taylor Powell, waiting his turn to swing the bat here. Actually, we haven't had anybody swing the bat yet that's made contact. We've had some bunt contact, but no swinging contact, have we? 2 walks and a strikeout.
Coach Reynolds getting his
opinion
made, but I mean, what I was about to say about the second base umpire, he was on the
Paget behind the plate, I think.
The second base umpire was on the shortstop side of the mound, and a lot of times you won't see that guy. He doesn't really like to make
it's a hard call
the
from
swing,
that side.
The check swing call on that side.
Pickoff attempt at third, but the runner's back in there safely. First base tonight for Cherryville's Dylan Harris. Second base, Cody Dellinger. Third base, Alexander. Your shortstop is Brett Huff. As the pitch to the plate inside, brushes the batter back. Powell almost hit him. Outfield left to right, Dalton Towery, Josh Beam, Chandler Jenkins. Your catcher's Hunter Jackson, and on the mound, of course, is Jonathan Carpenter. defensively. Here's a pop-up out behind third base.
It's in no man's land, but I can't tell if it's
trouble,
fair or foul.
and it's going to be foul, and it's also going to be caught. The runner's going to tag at third, and that's a good job of base running by Puris. Tough luck for the shortstop out there who made a tremendous sliding catch, Brett Huff, to retire Powell. But Powell will be credited with a sacrifice fly and an RBI.
You know, considering that's the first out, David, you almost don't want to, or second out, you almost don't want to catch that ball because he gave up a run.
But you got to get the outs.
That's true.
Especially in Legion ball. Especially in Legion ball.
That's why I didn't really want to say, well, he should have dropped it when I said, it's one of those, you danged if you do, if you danged if you don't.
And, you know, it's marginal whether the runner would tag or not, but Puris showed he's got good speed.
Oh, yeah, he was going.
Yep, and also had a good jump. This fly ball deep into right field, but right fielder there and will make the catch. That's Towery for out number 3. Excuse me, it's Jenkins out there tonight. He squeezes it for the third out, and that'll do it for Caldwell. They do pick up a run in the inning there. 1 run without a hit. No hits, no errors, a couple walks, and they strand 1 runner on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Your score on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug and TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard, it's Caldwell 1, Cherryville coming to bat.
Here on time you'll see Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
If you need an electrician, don't put it off. Call Mr. Sparky, 888-8-SPARKY.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you can get it all at Pat's Drive-In in Cherryville. Pat's Drive-In opens for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 6 a.m. Lunch and dinner served till 8 p.m. You'll find all of your favorites. For breakfast, there's bacon, sausage, liver mush, gravy biscuits, and pancakes. For lunch and dinner, all of your favorite sandwiches, including Lotta Burgers, chicken tender plates, and Big Chef and chicken salads. Before the game or after the game, it's Pat's Drive-In, 604 West Church Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-8833.
Get it cranked at Phil's Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. Yes, with a stop at Phil's Starter and Alternator in Cherryville, you'll save time and time again. They start all the winners. They do it all at Phil's Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. Starters, alternators, generators, rebuilt and repaired. Located at 457 Paul H. Beam Road in Cherryville. Get it cranked and running with a visit to Phil's Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. You'll save time and time again.
Save time and time again.
Phil's Starter and Alternator, Cherryville.
A lot of people are switching to natural gas lately because natural gas appliances cost a lot less to operate than those using propane or electricity. In fact, a typical family could save up to $1,000 a year just by switching from propane to natural gas. But that's not all. To learn more about natural gas and to find out how much money you could save by switching, visit psncenergy.com/choosegas. That's psncenergy.com/choosegas. Natural gas from PSNC Energy, making everyday life better.
Cherryville allows 1 run in the first inning without a Caldwell County hit, and now we move to the bottom of the first inning where Cherryville will send up Brett Huff, Dalton Towery, and Chandler Jenkins here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Your defense tonight for Caldwell County, for those folks maybe tuned in, at first base, Taylor Puris. The second baseman, Mason Biddix. At shortstop is Taylor Powell. The third baseman, Philip Page. Outfield left to right. In left field is Trent Wakefield. Center field is Trey Harper. Right field is Trevor Bean. The catcher is Dylan Hamill. And on the mound for this Caldwell County team tonight, I didn't write it down.
They lost 2.
We'll have to check the
7-2. Oh, Cherryville.
No, hang on, the pitcher.
Oh, the pitcher for Caldwell. You didn't write it down.
For some odd reason, I did. Since they had a DH in there, I failed to write the pitcher down.
Austin Miller.
Austin Miller, thank you, sir. And here's a big hopper over to third. Third baseman with it clean. Long throw across to first in time. Good play over there at third base by Philip Page. 5-3 put out of Brett Huff. 1 up and 1 down. Austin, tell me again.
Miller.
So 1 down here in the inning. Thanks for tuning in to the Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry Post 100 broadcast tonight. With 1 out, Dalton Towery stands in now to face Miller, and he swings and misses at the first offering. 0-1 to count.
Reminder, you folks early on here in the game, listening on the radio, to go to KTCBroadcasting.com or download the Ustream app on your phone, and you can watch tonight's game on your phones, computers, and if you got a smart TV or can plug it into your big screen, plug it into your big screen.
And the pitch to the plate misses. A ball and 2 strikes now to Towery. And if you got a smart kid, he can show you how.
Yeah.
Basically, if you got a kid this day and time, right? Swing and a miss. He gets Towery swinging one up around the shoulders. He's retired now, 2 up, 2 down for Miller and Caldwell here in the bottom of the first, and to bring up the right fielder, Chandler Jenkins. Cherryville dropped one down at Kings Mountain on Monday night, but has bounced back now to win 2 in a row. A win at Rutherford on Wednesday night, a win last night right here over Hickory. So won a couple division games now and got another one here tonight, and it continues as Jenkins takes the ball down low. Tomorrow night, Cherryville right back here in action, radio only.
Right.
As they will host Burke County. Here's Jenkins popping one up, a little flare out behind the third base. The shortstop moving over. He'll make the play, and that will do it. So nothing doing, an easy inning of work for Austin Miller in the first as Cherryville goes in order. We've played 1 complete inning now. Your score on the TRT Trailer Sales Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, it's still Caldwell 1, Cherryville nothing.
Golf carts are the specialty at R&M Motors in Cherryville. No matter where you live, it's well worth the drive to R&M Motors in Cherryville for your custom-made golf carts. Prices start at only $18.50, and all carts come with a 30-day warranty. Come see the selection today. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 2. And be sure to check out R&M Pawn and Trade and R&M Motor Tire and Automotive Care, all located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway, 1 mile outside of Cherryville. Call 704-445-0103.
In the nation, they go by Guardian, Lifesaver, and Friend. At Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that cares.
Nationwide is on your side.
Your Nationwide insurance agent in Cherryville is Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, 1608 East Church Street. Call 704-445-1990.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Cherryville, top of the second inning. It's Mason Biddix leading things off. First pitch a strike, and now he takes a ball. That will even things up 1-1 to the Caldwell County second baseman. And now the pitch swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2.
Well, congratulations real quick, the students and seniors over at Shelby High School graduating tonight at Veterans Field. Just saw some pictures online on Twitter from Gabe DeVoe and a couple of the other Shelby seniors. Looks like they're having a good time out there.
This one upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Biddix leading things off here for Caldwell. You know what? You watch these two teams, you really don't know who's who because Cherryville wears red quite a bit at home. And Caldwell in the red jerseys tonight. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Mason Biddix.
Hey, I think that over 50% of Legion teams are red, white, and blue.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I swear
think about what it's
that.
for, though.
I know.
It would make sense, right?
Most of them are.
Yeah, it would make sense since it is American Legion baseball. First pitch a ball here to Trent Wakefield. One ball, no strikes. And this one in there for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. This one fouled out of play. Now, East Surrey won the 1A West High School Regional. They beat the team that actually knocked Cherryville Post 100 out, Hayesville, in a 2 out of 3. I'm trying to think of who East Surrey is playing tonight. They won tonight 7-4, but this is not telling me who they beat. Here's a pitch to the plate. They're actually undefeated, Kevin, as this one was ripped foul down the line by Wakefield, but the count 1-2. Pretty nice shot there from the stadium tonight. The two teams shaking hands.
Where's that at Zebulon? The Mud Cats.
Yep. I didn't see a bit of mud either, did you? Or cat.
Furthest ball I ever seen a high schooler hit was at Zebulon. Ralph Roberts hit one dead center field over every wall and every parking lot they had out there.
Still going?
It ain't landed yet, 10 years later.
Foul back here. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wakefield. Biddick's led off the inning with a strikeout. And there's a 1-2 count to Wakefield. The pitch swung on, hit in between short and third, and that's going to get out into left field for a base hit.
One of those bleeders and that's the thing about baseball. You know, you hit one hard one time and and get out, and then hit a blooper the next time and get on.
Kevin, you can hit it 390 and make an out. You can hit it 3.9 feet and get a hit.
Right.
So it's about where it goes, right? Not how far, but where. So first base hit of the game tonight by either team. And the pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Got our good friends to the left of us, Jeff Link and the Caldwell County broadcasting crew. Jeff is the principal at West Caldwell High School, so get to talk to him quite a bit. Full house in here tonight. Got Gerald Young from Charlotte, made his way up. Found a concession stand, didn't you, Gerald? All right. This one in the dirt now, snap throw down to first, but the first baseman was actually playing first and a quarter. He was off the bag about a quarter there.
Yep.
So you're not going to take him out there too often.
No.
Mr. Basketball in Shelby graduating tonight, Kevin.
That's what I just said.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. Here's a shot to first. Nice play, snag over there. First baseman will step on the bag. That's Dylan Harris. How about that?
Good play over there.
Line 3 and a 3 unassisted for the double play to end the inning. That'll do it for Caldwell. Unassisted double play. Nothing doing for post 29 in the second. No runs a hit, no errors, double play. Nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. Your score on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard remains Caldwell County 1, Cherryville nothing.
Since 1900, the Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston has been serving the families of our area with the finest in funeral service. In 1998, the Tysinger family began to serve the families of the Cherryville community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing services with dignity and respect. Caring for your family like our own, that's their slogan. Come talk with manager Pete Kraft about the services they provide at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville. You want pizza? Then head to Subway in Cherryville and Booger City and try the new Flatizza Pizza. Order it the way you like it on Subway's famous flatbread. On a diet? Try one of Subway's low-fat subs. And what about breakfast? Well, they've got that too. Visit your nearest Subway, located on Highway 150 west of Cherryville in the Food Line Shopping Center, and Subway in the Carolina Shopping Center in Booger City. You'll be glad you did. It's Bobcat time at West End Sales in Vail. Bobcat time translates to grass cutting time. And check out these great deals. Get the Bobcat Fast Cat XRZ 52, only $101 per month, plus great 0% financing for 54 months. Features include a big 24 horsepower Kawasaki engine, 52-inch cut, 3-year, 300-hour warranty. And for your commercial mowers, see the Bobcat ProCat SC with suspension seat, 24 horsepower Kawasaki engine, and 5-year
And before we can get back here at Fraley Field, a couple hops to third, and the third baseman can't handle it clean and throws it in the dirt. And we're going to get
actually got into the dugout, too. They're going to let him move over to second.
So even if he would get the error on the boot, we'll just give him a throwing error, and it will get the A.J. Cook down to second base. So Cherryville leading things off here in the second inning with a throwing error. Cook at second base, and now Brandon Alexander with nobody out. Cherryville got the tie and run aboard, Kevin.
Cherryville, that's what they need here in this game. David down 1. Really, it hadn't even seemed like they've been here yet. As quick as they went out in the first inning, and Caldwell came out playing, got the runner on, moved the runner, stole a base, scored a run. So it feels like it's just been nothing but Caldwell in this game. Now Brandon Alexander with a big bat from the Burns Bulldogs. Talking about the playoffs, they made the Final Four.
Yes, they did. Were swept by Piedmont, who David Wise, head coach. There's a strike to Alexander. Told me just had 2 phenomenal pitchers. Said they hadn't faced pitching that good all year. Said Burns hadn't been shut out all year, and they scored 1 run in the 2 games.
Yep, and it was a solo jack by Mr. Alexander.
Yes, it was. Well, his team would love to see him hit a 2-run homer right here. This pitch upstairs, a ball and a strike to Brandon Alexander. Pretty sure he gets the extra year, gets to return to play Legion ball next year. From what I understand out of this 18-team roster, 9 come back and 9 don't.
Okay. So we got to split up the roster, bring up a couple from the Junior Legion team, which from what I hear and been told from Coach and talking to Danny in here, they've had some injury problems so far this year and might be struggling a little bit. They've lost both first baseman, so they're putting some pieces together, and the roster's getting kind of low right now. So that whole roster may be up on this team next year. Well, depending on you got travel ball people from other schools and stuff.
Right.
You never know who somebody might blossom.
This pitch inside is so far inside, it hits Alexander right in the back, and of course that's didn't mean to because you got to tie and run at second. You definitely don't want to put the go-ahead run on base, but Alexander will shake it off. He'll head down to first base. Not fast, but he will head down to first base, try and walk it off. Cook's still at second base, and Dylan Harris now will be your hitter.
It's good seeing someone get hit by a baseball and not act like a crazy fool, like some Red Sox. I know.
Exactly. Hey, here's
some people have to act like adults out here.
Well, 9 times out of 10, when people get hit, it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
But especially we're talking about the second inning here. Now, if Alexander just hit a bomb, and maybe looked at it a while, but he hadn't had time to hit a home run and bat again. Plus, it's a game that both these teams want to win, and I'm sure that Austin Miller out there on the mound knows the more base runners he puts on the freeway, the tougher it's going to be.
2-1. I mean, what am I told? 1-0.
Dylan Harris up there now.
1-run game, 2 runners on.
I thought maybe you did see Alexander hit that 2-run home. I missed it.
I took 2 runners on and the count and put them all into one half a sentence.
1 ball, no strike to Dylan Harris, right-handed hitter against the left-handed throwing Austin Miller, and he grounds one out towards second. Could be a double play ball. They'll go to short for 1. The relay to first is in time. 4-6-3 double play, bang, bang play at first, but looked like did get him no argument out of Coach Reynolds.
He's staring at him, but I think he got him. I don't think we has any argument on that one, but he's giving him the old coach's eye.
Alexander on the force out at second. Harris doubled up at first, and A.J. Cook moves over to third base. So post 100 still with an opportunity to get the tying run in here. And now Cody Dellinger, lefty on lefty here, usually advantage pitcher. And we'll see here if Dellinger has any luck. And he tries to bunt it. He lays down a bunt. Pitcher feels it. Now we'll throw to first. Throws it away. That's going to be an error, the second error of the inning by Caldwell. And that will allow the tying run to come in and score. And Dellinger will head down to second base. So big throw in there. Good job by Miller to get to it in a hurry, Kevin. And he had more time than he thought.
Yes, he did. He had plenty of time to get the out. And but Coach Reynolds with the 2-out squeeze there.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now.
Base hit squeeze.
Maybe if I'd have been thinking a little bit, we might have saw that coming because Cody Dellinger a couple nights ago against a left-hander pitcher didn't have any luck at all.
Right.
Seeing that he's in the lineup tonight, the bunt don't surprise me at all. We may see more of it out of him.
And we got a visit from the post 29 coach. Come out here. He don't look like he's talking to anybody.
Well, he's talking to his pitcher now. He's looking down at his pitcher. I just wonder if his pitcher might have hurt himself a little bit with the
throw. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's why the umpire's out there too, checking on him. But he seems to be okay. No RBI. It is an error all the way. 2 errors in the inning. It has produced a Cherryville run. And now Hunter Jackson, the catcher. Makes you mad for Cody Downinger. You'd rather beat it out and get the RBI, but, you know.
Yeah. They should give
Actually, he don't care.
You should give people an RBI on that anyway. I've always
He got it in, didn't he?
He hit the ball and he got in. And the run scored.
There's a strike in there to Hunter Jackson. I said I know kids, they don't care. He's on base and the run scored, so he's just as happy.
I know kids and they do care. They won't care.
Some might.
I want my RBI.
No balls and a strike. Pitch to the plate. Hey, fouled out of play.
You call next time you see Dustin Day, ask him if he would have come up here and asked for his RBI after the game.
He never had one. Tell you. 0-2 the count to Hunter Jackson. He'll be followed by Josh Beam if he's able to reach safely here. Miller trying to work himself out of the inning now. It's 1-1 Cherryville and Caldwell, and 2 outs in the inning. Runner at second base. Representing the go-ahead run, Cody Downinger got good wheels. Something gets to the grass, he's probably going to score.
Who is Mason McCullough? He was drafted.
Shelby. He's pitched for Shelby. Pitched for Carolina, too.
He was drafted by the D-backs in the 5th round today.
Okay. Pitched for Shelby post 82 and pitched for Carolina.
It says right-hander at Lander.
Okay, he must have transferred from
Carolina to back to Lander.
Same place Thomas Best is playing.
Okay.
Except now Mr. Best with the Gastonia Grizzlies.
He's in Gastonia right now.
This pitch upstairs, 1-2 now to Hunter Jackson. South Point kid on that team, too. Jordan Edgerton on that Grizzly team. We need to go on a Monday night, Kevin. Go check them out. Everything's $1, right?
I don't know.
This pitch inside. Inside corner. Excuse me. Called strike 3. So that'll do it for Cherryville post 100 in a second, but they do come back and tie the game without a hit. Both teams now have scored runs without a hit in the inning. No runs. 1 run, no hit. 2 errors, 2 big errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've played 2 complete. Your score on the Hauser Doug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard now is Cherryville 1, Caldwell County 1.
500 hour. Alcom Storage on Digbeam Road in Cherryville is proud to be a sponsor of local high school and American Legion sports. We salute all of our local athletes on a job well done. And if you need storage space, see Alcom Storage. You'll find all sizes right for your storage needs. All units are lighted with security cameras and monthly extermination. Be sure to check our prices. Alcom Storage, located at 235 Digbeam Road in Cherryville. Just call 704-435-8803 for Alcom Storage today. At B&B Buildings in Cherryville and Shelby, they have all of your storage needs covered. From portable buildings to carports, RV covers, equipment sheds, picnic areas, even covers for livestock in pastured areas. So why rent when you can own? B&B Buildings has easy rent-to-own terms on their old hickory wood and metal barns. And just 5% down delivers the building of your choice, and you can pay it off with no penalty. See B&B Buildings, 2261 Lincoln and Highway in Cherryville and 2104 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
What?
Trey Harper will lead things off for Caldwell County. Center fielder tonight, number 9 hitter in the lineup, Trey Harper, followed by Puris and Bean as we go back to the top of the order here. 1-1 if you just tuned in, Cherryville, Caldwell County. And this pitch misses down and away. It's 3-0 to Harper. Quite a few walks tonight. And this one down low, and that's a 4-pitch walk issued by Carpenter, and Harper will head down to first base to lead things off. Well, you know as well as I do, Kevin, by percentages, those leadoff walks
kill you.
And even the one-out walks. We see a leadoff walk in the first inning for Caldwell as their only run of the night. Now a leadoff walk here in the third, and it's to the top of the order with Taylor Puris.
Want to say hello to some of our other viewers in the area. Want to say hello to Seth Eves, who's watching online tonight. Say hello to Derek Smith and Lincoln watching tonight.
First pitch swung on, hit out into center field. Center fielder Beam going back on it. A lot of room out there, though, and Beam will make the catch. Probably about 20 feet or so shy of the center field fence.
Really
Gets
good,
it back in.
Really good play out there to center. Wind blowing out today towards center field. It's usually where it likes to gather here in Cherryville.
Beam
maybe towards the
notorious for playing
graveyard
shallow, too.
Yes, he does.
Got good speed, but still plays pretty shallow against just about anybody.
Anytime you got a good center fielder, they will play shallow like that.
Helps him take away some of the line drive hits. One out in the inning. Trey Harper still at first base, and Trevor Bean, the right fielder, a strikeout victim in the first inning, takes a strike.
I was looking for this runner to maybe take off when the ball went behind the catcher. He gave a look back like he might get the second.
There he goes. Pitch is down in the dirt. That's going to be a hard one to throw him out on, but they do it. A nice throw by Hunter Jackson and a good tag applied quickly there. It really didn't have anything to do.
Perfect
Throw.
No, Cody Dellinger didn't have to do. You're right. David is completely. He didn't have to do anything but catch that. That was a Yadier Molina throw right there.
That was awesome by
great
because he scooped it out of the dirt too.
And to tell you, David, if that ball is almost anywhere really, other than where he threw it, he might be safe there. I mean, he was there, but the speed, it was just a
you would
perfect
not have
throw.
time to apply the tag.
No,
you just had all you had to do is the catching tag. And now we're going to get out of the inning as Bean flies to right. Jenkins hauls it in, and that'll do it. All of a sudden, nothing doing for Caldwell in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, but a double play. Or excuse me, a caught stealing, I should say, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, TRT. Scoreboard remains Caldwell 1, Cherryville 1.
A good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. You know, the ones the other guys spend billions of dollars on each year. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Bennett Insurance Group in Cherryville, an independent Erie insurance agent. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Bennett Insurance Group today. Call 704-435-0270. That's 704-435-0270. Or go to BennettInsuranceGroup.net. We can help you get where you need to be, where you should be, quickly and easily. Go ahead, laugh at those cave people, stunt guys, and bubbly cashiers. Then see for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie. Year after year after year.
See Rocky Bennett at Bennett Insurance Group, your Erie insurance agent.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle, he was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home, excellent in cremation and funeral services.
Cherryville Self.
As Josh Beam takes a ball to start his at-bat. Now the 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, fouled back to the screen. A couple scores to report. Undefeated East Surrey 1A. They won game 1 today over Whiteville 7-4. So all they got to do is win one more. They'll go undefeated on the season, Kevin, which would be incredible in today's baseball. And in 4A, West Forsyth beats Richmond County in the first game 6-4. 1-1 pitch misses outside.
Meanwhile, here at Cherryville, it's 1-1 in the bottom of the third inning for post 100.
And here's a ball, 3 balls and a strike to Beam. Coach Reynolds would love for Beam to get on no matter how it happens. Got good wheels, can put some things in motion. And there's ball 4.
Caldwell scored on a sac fly, and then Cherryville scored in the last inning after an error, then a hit by pitch, then a double play, and finally got the run in for Cherryville. 1-1 now, runner on first.
And back to the top of the order with Brett Huff. Huff grounded to third his first time up. From the stretch, Miller looks at the runner and pitches, swing and a miss by Huff.
Well, I think our cameraman today out on the Henry Dome, Andre Bush, out there holding in the heat.
I guarantee it. That brick and that concrete, it will soak up some heat. 1 strike, runner at first base, nobody out in the inning. Here's the pitch, and it swung on and missed, and now a quick snap throw to first, but the runner's back. And now it's 0-2 to Brett Huff. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first base. Beam with the lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play. Brett Huff stays alive up there.
Our next video broadcast, we're still checking Milton or Calvin, somebody listening. Let us know tomorrow. We know there's a Braves game tomorrow night. We're about to find out if tomorrow's game post 100 will be on the radio. I do know the next video broadcast will be Sunday afternoon, 5 p.m.
That's right. Make a note of that. 5 o'clock Sunday.
5 o'clock, folks.
And it's not a doubleheader. Here's a swing and a miss, and Huff is retired on strikes for the first out here in the Cherryville third. So Beam still at first base, 1 out, and Dalton Towery now be your hitter. Towery playing left field tonight. Strikeout victim in the first inning.
Gabe, he was talking about tweeting earlier about from graduation. He just tweeted a picture of him and our good friend and former announcer David Allen. Close play over at first.
That's why they tried to get Beam. It was close.
He was safe. I was just waiting to make sure that umpire didn't call him out before I kept talking.
It made you wonder,
because Coach Reynolds would have been out there in a ball of fire.
It did make you wonder. It was a delayed safe call.
Yeah, David Allen, now the principal over there, used to be an announcer with us. Looks like Jeff Link over here is taking that route, too. I didn't know that was the route to
How about that?
Principality.
Milton says no broadcast tomorrow night, no radio.
So Atlanta Braves tomorrow night, 9:55 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Late broadcast tomorrow night. Ball fouled back over here behind us.
The game tomorrow night here is with Burke County, another divisional game, followed by Sunday's 5 o'clock meeting with Henderson County, which is another divisional game. It's just every day. You got about 30 days to play 50 games.
It's area 4 is one of those counties. I mean areas, and I would guess which the coastal area is kind of like this too, where some of the teams in the area end up, Lincoln and 20, 30 minutes away from here. You're not even in their division,
right?
Or Gastonia.
Got to draw that line somewhere.
I mean, you could almost make a Gaston, Cleveland, and Lincoln County division.
What's odd is Alexander is playing in the Charlotte division. They're playing in the Eastern division, where Alexander County is.
I don't even know where they're at.
And Kings Mountain plays in the West, but you would think Kings Mountain would be closer to most of those teams,
right? With the interstate right there at them.
Than Alexander is, but
Yeah, Kings
what
Mountain
do I know,
definitely.
right?
I guess they wanted to keep Kings Mountain and Shelby together.
Runner goes, pitch to the plate is high, throw down to second. It's going to be in plenty of time to get Beam. He is caught stealing 2-4 for the put out. Beam goes in hard. Second baseman takes a pretty good spiel, but nonetheless, Beam is caught stealing. We've had 2 caught stealings in this game by 2 good throws by the catcher, and that catcher had a pretty good one to handle. The pitch was high, And he just come up firing and threw a strike down to second base. And, I mean, he threw it about 90
Yeah.
miles an hour.
Great throw there by the catcher.
Good arm as this one's fouled back into the net.
Storage is your
to Towery. 1-1, Cherryville and Caldwell. Caldwell with a run